but like everyone plays Lucian, and he plays a lot of other stuff too. Is that really a
So you're a man of the
special
people is what you're
pocket?
saying. You're just echoing the sentiment that the people have.
I'm just saying pockets are pretty
And mid lane even backing him up. It seems like Sentinels will be able to secure the first Drake of the game. XU hits 6, but won't be nearby. He's actually not even walking towards that dragon to spot it out. Instead, just going to go for his Raptor. So Habak ahead in the clear and faster to the objective on the Nocturne. Not too shabby.
All right, we'll see which level 6 jungler.
Last week on the Cassante, on the Kennen, both of those looked like he was kind of the rock on the team. And even last summer when he came in, it was like a breath of fresh air for Dignitas having this top laner.
Here we go.
Now he's got his jungler behind him. Impact, slice and dice, throws up the Dominus, has flash available, and XU will go in with the Cyclone. Impact in trouble. Big heal, though, with the Q. First blood, the Photon, traded back 1-for-1.
So it's first blood kill?
Yeah, and as Dragon started here by Sentinels, I also want to highlight that that was a 1-for-1 for Impact in a 1v2. This is what he was known for back in the day. And last year, not the best showing from Impact. We kind of memed about it, you know, worst year ever for him as a player, stats-wise, versus his MVP year the year before. So we actually made this graph of like, where is he right now, currently based on last week, and already here. I wanted to lean like 6, maybe 7. I landed on 6. As the final score in terms of like worst year ever to MVP.
You get like 2 6-7s per day, okay?
Well, okay, the first one was not mine. That was Chat's.
Okay.
That was Chat's, and just me echoing it for them. As a dive comes in from Ignar right now here on the Rahel, all alone under the turret, as Ignar will tank up all the shots. FBI with the kill credit.
Okay, well, he's just spamming old emotes as soon as he makes a misplay. Here we go,
I want everyone looking down at this dive here. Photon in a 1v3 needlework. He fancies himself an outplay. Almost deletes Huhi right there, but will survive. Meanwhile, Impact facing his own dive in the top lane. It's XU and Palafox this time around. He does survive as well, so 2 dive attempts, but Dignitas go for round 2. XU, does he have the damage to actually take him down? He does. Dignitas execute the dive.
Yeah, repeat play here with the Alistar ultimate is going to be enough to tank the turret. Easy pickings there for Dignitas. Tower, though. First tower bonus, Kangas, goes over to Sentinels back in the game. First tower, yeah, a little dangerous for him up there, though. He was messing around on Nocturne's side of the map.
Yeah.
And this is what we're looking at for Champ Select. The Nocturne hovering on the side lanes is going to be a very big issue. Impact's going to have to give this tower up since his jungler is on top side.
Committing onto it right now. The shuffle back. Darkwings was taking up turret. They looked for the knockwave combo.
So she can't really side lane. Azir has a lot of authority to go to side lanes, has so much mobility, also has flash advantage, also gonna get the Rift Herald. Where's he going with that sucker though?
That's not your side of the map. Okay, I was worried for a moment. FBI.
Maybe it just, the timer ran out and it just popped out.
Maybe that was a miss. Yeah, you know what? We'll ask him later. Either way, the Herald will not charge onto the mid turret. Dragon is up. Sentinels starting up the fight. As Darkwings does not have flash on the Orianna, could be a target right now, trying to use the ball as a flash forward from Hui to get the engage. That is Dragon secure for Sentinels. They don't need to take the fight. They got the objective. His needlework will come out from Photon. Dignitas are still here. XU goes back in. Cyclone, the rest of the team's not behind him, though, as Paranoia comes out. No one from Dignitas could follow up. Humbach goes back in. Impact now gets shuffled back, but Rahel found the angle in, finds the kill, and Sentinels get even more as FBI will fall. The Dragon plus a clean.
They take out the Azir.
Oh, and we're back to live, and there's even more carnage, Kobe, as Rahel finds another kill. 2-1 and 2. Didn't see how Ignar got into that position, but Sentinels are off to the races now.
Honestly, the race is like half over too. There's the one dragon coming up in 3.5 minutes, and like they just got so much for Dignitas to work with either. So Sentinels, they have full authority to just send a Nocturne Orianna combination on these Dignitas carries.
And now another Nocturne wave! Yeah. The Knockwave lands on the 3. Yeah. Sentinels find the play. Double kill to Rahel, who he will take one as well. And Baron is on the Rift.
I mean, I hate to say it, but like you kind of got what you deserved there, walking around up mid lane with no flash, buddy.
And it's perfect timing. I mean, that was 20 minutes on the clock, as now even Impact is winning the 1v1 on a Photon. Flash over the wall. Impact continues the chase. Needlework for the slow, but in comes Shuhi underneath the turret trying to lock him down. But Photon will survive. Doesn't matter. Sentinels, they just wanted the big purple.
Then with Nocturne vision cut off, like they can't see you anymore.
Yep.
So now they're thinking, well, maybe we overextended. Did we send too much?
Yeah.
Maybe we sent too much.
Is there a Renekton behind them? Is there a Rakan behind them? All these different variables when you don't have that information. Sentinels, though, keeping their mid laner alive. Darkwings has now regrouped with the team. They're sieging mid with their Red Bull Baron power play, and will take down a tier 2.
The strategy is you hold hands. You know, you got to get a buddy.
Oh, you get the buddy system.
Got to get a buddy to go explore the darkness. This is Dragon Soul Kingdoms, by the way.
This is Dragon Soul uncontested. Dignitas cannot find an avenue in. At least they're not confident enough to walk up and push their way in. Sentinels, they pick it up. 4 dragons in a row at 23 minutes into the game, and they still have Baron for a little longer. So Dignitas, I mean, they're at this point kind of looking for a miracle, as the gold lead is well in Sentinel's favor, plus all the stats they get from the dragons.
Well, what are we going to cook up here, Dignitas?
I mean, maybe a counter engage, who he did go in with the quickness.
Let's see. I mean, Azir is 2 items with Flash and Zonia, so maybe Palfox sees a line.
I mean, right there, he goes for it. Right as you call it, Kobe. Shut down on the Darkwings. No flash out time around. Lights go out again. Hambach cannot get the kill onto XU. FBI's unleashed. Flashes over, but Rahel holds his ground. Palfox couldn't quite get in range. Now Impact on a big flank.
Oh my God.
Dignitas have to make fast work on the right side because Impact's coming in. Flash for the kill onto FBI. Palafox feared up by Hambach. Impact knocked up, but Palafox knocked down. Impact with the double kill. Dignitas trying to get their top lane and support out of there. Sentinels with the Dragon Soul are just too strong in these fights. It was a nice look from Dig. They found the pick on the Darkwings, and maybe they actually have more in the tank. Low health bars over Hell and Hambach.
They saw him.
And in comes XU. The Wukong on the flank now. Finds Hambach. Spell shield can't get the kill. And Impact now trying to play bodyguard, teleport in from Darkwings, who was the first to fall, stunned up on the Photon. And Rahel gets that snipe for the shutdown. Photon.
Otacon throws last year. Can we get some Baron throws to replace the Otacon throws that we're missing now?
Right now, Sentinels are holding the line here as Impact, again, always threatening, but this time Ignar is there to match him. XU is spotted. He's separated from the rest of the team. Darkwings will see him, the paranoia to turn the lights off, and that is just Baron secured. It's going to come down to a fight afterwards, and the knockwave on FBI! 80 carry out before the fight even kicks off proper. Huhi knocking up the follow-up of Photon, as Impact yet again holding the line. Nice interrupt from XU on Rahel ulting in there, but it is not going to stop him. Domination from the bot laner of Sentinels, and domination from Sentinels as a team. They have played this one clean, and now with their second Baron are looking to close it out.
Okay, Knockwave with Infernal Soul, that that damage, wow, that FBI just got instantly deleted there. Look at that, I think his barrier was up. It's up now, at least while he's dead. So I don't know, maybe there's a couple more seconds on it, but don't even know if that would have made a difference because he got insta-deleted.
It's one of those games where I think, I mean, you're not going to build
more
Zonia's.
there.
Yeah. Rahel did, now that I got to see it again in the replay, he ulted into the Wukong, who was already using the Cyclone. So maybe if he hadn't self-CC'd himself, he could have gotten a little more done. But who's to say? Either way, still in favor of Sentinels right now. 10K gold lead as they're pushing Dignitas back to their base. Hambach and Huhi now going back in onto Ignar. They get the Alistair ult, and he still almost dies. Ignar's going to have to walk all the way back. Hit by one Void Seeker. Can he get hit by another one? Oh, no.
Here it comes, the 10,000 gold lead Baron team. All right, Dignitas. You're gonna need some magic now. What do you got? Tower's deleted. They're going for it.
Another engage comes in from Huhi. Now they're Nocturne and Paranoia yet again. Palafox does find a shuffle, but it's Zonia's by Rahel. The 80 carry still healthy on Sentinels as Impact is fighting under Nexus turrets. Double kill the Darkwings and a team fight ace to Sentinels. They closed out week 1 with a loss, but they're starting week 2 with a game win. Sentinels go up 1-0 versus Dignitas.
Orianna Nocturne. Very successful.
Very successful.
Very successful here for Sentinels. nice opener to the
EU. Over on GX that he was assistant coaching last year. Now, I got to talk with him a little bit during their scrims as well. The team was so confident, so happy to... So, Sentinels do actually win out there. FBI, meanwhile, having to walk back to turret, will save the flash. A lot of aggression. Flash from Hellbox. Everybody wants to use their summoner spells, but first blood.
Darkwing stays around anyway. He doesn't respect it, and so nice. It's nice here from Palafox to capitalize after the hectic skirmish.
He's over the wall. Hambach walks up and just steals it with the smite Q on Pantheon. Notorious for being able to outsmite jungle opponents as Weaver's wall will come in, root it up, can't follow it up, but XU's got 3 on him regardless, so he will fall. Dignitas, they lose the dragon and they lose their jungler in the aftermath. As now 1v1 Photon onto Impact, gets the ultimate out, third and Topho strike back, and he's winning this 1v1 currently. Darkwings, meanwhile, also chunked out. Again, some trigger-happy players on both sides. We came here to scrap in game number 2. Photon will win his 1v1 as Sentinels now look at Palafox. Can't lock him down long enough, and he will walk away.
If they want to, and they're going to try and walk their way in. Huhi here.
Very far forward right now, holding that W, nicely timed to stop Ignar, not the ball breaker from XU, and then just Keeper's Verdict knocks them away. So hard to walk up on these objectives. Palafox in the 1v1 versus Darkwings, using the phase rush to try and get onto him, but Darkwings will survive. His team will get their second dragon, and nobody will fall on either side.
Yeah, well done. And Huhi, double ejection. Now Huhi goes back in.
Yeah, I was looking for the stun on the wall there, didn't quite find it, but Hambach now follows up with a stun onto XU. Keeper's Verdict does not lock down the vault breaker, and now turn back into Hambach. He's taking a lot of damage here from Palafox, but even with the Shattering Strike, Photon now joins in. Hambach gets the kill onto Palafox. Huhi will be traded. 1-for-2 trade in favor of Sentinels. Dignitas even committing their top laner to the play. To no effect.
Yeah, nicely done there. Kind of screening for each other. Ooh.
Now we have the Weaver's Wall coming down. Hambach's trying to block the escape path of XU and Ignar. Even Rahel's joining in. And another seismic shove from Darkwings to find a kill. Rahel with that we get from Darkwings. He's playing incredibly well right now in the Talia.
He also did have a pretty big Hero Azir play.
Exactly, just last week. As right now Dignitas are scrapping here. The Realm Warp comes in. Palafox immediately stunned, knocked up. But the team is still there to keep him safe. Meanwhile, Huhi knocks 2 members away. Another seismic shove onto XU. Sentinels mid laner is just clinical with these. Always finding the picks, always finding the kills, and now another one. Double kill to Darkwings as one picked up from Impact as well. Sentinels just cannot lose these fights.
Yeah, I think Darkwings is a real good NA prospect here. He's looking real good.
Oh, yeah.
This turret definitely going to be deleted. Dragon be deleted. That's number 3 for Sentinels. Another really early Dragon Soul point for them. And this game more in hand than the previous one. Darkwings here, even going to cruise up towards the top side of the map, get there quicker so he can get in time for the minion wave. Thank you, Harold, for the little drive. And they get to basically control the entire map, push the top wave, get the dragon at the same time.
For Sentinels, it feels
try
like...
to make a side lane play to get an objective bounty, but let's take a look at this.
Even Photon, the one member that has some gold in his pocket, he's getting teleported on by Darkwings in a 1v2 here as Impact's trying to lock him down with the Talia in tow. Photon trying his absolute best for the outplay, flashes over the knockup, but doesn't have the damage to get the kill, so Darkwings will get the kill credit for himself.
Cassante was about to Cassante all over them, but did not.
Yeah, I mean, Photon, heart goes out to him. He's been trying his absolute hardest.
Made around Baron, and they are well equipped to do so. Your pick potential is crazy there with Pantheon, Talia, Poppy here, creating so much threat. And Dignitas
go for the Dragon Soul instead, as no, instead they're just gonna make a play here onto Palafox. Pops the Ghost. Hambach gets in with the stun as the rest of Dignitas are here. Teleport in as well. Hambach now needs the backup of the team who will teleport in themselves. Flashes away from the crash down. Photon gets in with FBI right as the Huhi ejects XU. Photon not quite out of there. FBI could be in some trouble right now. Has the flash available. Weaver's Wall, he's stunned up. He can't even get out of there. FBI goes down just like Dignitas' chances. Double kill to Hambach. The Pantheon coming online. 7K gold lead with 3 kills donated over and a triple to the jungler. Sentinels won't even need this Baron to start the tier 2 turret siege.
No, they are making quick work of Dignitas this time.
Yeah.
This game is far out of Dignitas' reach. Not only is the Baron, but the Dragon Soul is about to come up in 2 seconds as well. So you can take the Baron, Baron-empowered recall, respec, send all of the money that you just got from killing Dignitas and taking the Baron, then go to Dragon Soul fight and
create some pressure here on the side with the help of Ignar. Poke Varus is going to have to land some big poke here, because in the all-in team fight, definitely with that lethality, Varus have already prepped some of that damage. One arrow will land. XU on the flank here as well. Huki spots him out. Now XU back over the wall into the pit. Ignar hex flashes that wall. And now everyone's just front to back for Dignitas.
Look at Talia though. Talia's not front to back. She's taking mid lane right now. So Dignitas feel the pressure.
They have the numbers advantage, but FBI actually gets chunked out from Rahel over the wall there. Now the Weaver's wall. FBI is on the correct side this time around. Engage on the Dark Wings. Ignar can't quite land it. And he goes down. Rahel still getting the safety on the side. FBI will die. And another flick back for Dark Wings on a rampage as he will claim Palafox yet again. Rahel still surviving the fight. And Sentinels don't even need that dragon. They just walk up with their Baron-empowered cannon wave here in the mid lane, looking for even more kills. They'll find Photon. Dark Wings unstoppable. 5-1 and 7 for the young mid laner of Sentinels. They built a new roster around this kid and having a fantastic Game 2 here of Week 2.
And I gotta say, Hambach was locked in this game.
Yep.
That Pantheon was nasty. So many plays started up, so many plays also finished by him. Really impressed as well with Hambach. So Sentinels, with everything that they could possibly want, with their luxury of the entire map under their control.
We're running the stay tuned for an interview with Huhi if Sentinels wins. I've never seen that before.
I was just about to ask for another Huhi listening, because
we're going to have to try and defend up on the top side while Photon's pushing in this bottom wave. At least there's no more Baron push.
Yeah, look, Photon's recalling too, so he can't even get the tower goal. They don't even get the dopamine of an objective bounty exploding and hearing the noise and the gold cash in.
Yeah, you do it for the dopamine right there, but now he's on the other side of the Weaver's wall, the sole member here. Very tanky on the Cassante, so Sentinels cannot quite all in onto him. Instead, they're just starting to hit this turret. As Dignitas throw out the Chain of Corruption, FBI not going to land it, Impact side steps. And now no engage tool there for the AD carry. Sentinels just continue the siege.
Yeah. I mean, Huhi's Poppy had been really good too.
He's
had quite a good game on this Poppy. A lot of good ultis, a lot of good W.
Oh, FBI could be in some trouble right now as the knockup lands from Impact. He's flicked back from Dark Wings. The setup, the knockdown, 80 carry out of there. Sentinels again executing onto the one target everybody communicated that time around. And now with a 4-man defense here onto Sentinels push, it's looking dire. Under the turret, they're just getting slaughtered. XU goes back in, but the carries are falling around him. Sentinels holding strong in Week 2 as they look to pad the stats a little bit here at the end. Dignitas just cannot hold the line. Sentinels stand strong. Will they dive the fountain? That's the question on the mind. Sentinels looking for one more here onto the mid laner. Can they take down Palafox? They can. One more stands, one more to fall. Take him down for the ace. Claim the life of Photon. Welcome to the LCS. Sentinels win their first series.
2-0.